Hi there, Charley Egan here of the Egan Group at Hall & Chambers Real Estate, and this is episode number 2 of my series on business referral networking, people that I do business with, and we send referrals back and forth to each other. And today my guest is Andea Naone-Waters, who is an independent insurance agent. I'm the real estate agent, she's the insurance agent. And she has kind of a wide range of work, but today we're just going to focus on the Medicare enrollment individuals and groups that you work with. So why don't you just give us an overview of how you got into the business and why and your passion for it.
Okay. Well, I do come from a creative background, and I've had a couple of other careers before this, but as things waned with my design business, I had a design business for many years.
Okay.
I did bed and bath, textile design, and hardware, and plates and mugs, and so forth, tabletop.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I did for 17 years.
Wow.
And then that industry changed quite a bit, as we all know. Manufacturing moved overseas. We had a bit of a recession. And so I started looking around for something I could do that I could use my skills, some of my research skills and my interpersonal skills with people, and help people. I'm the middle child, the only girl, and so I was quite the helper growing up, and I know that's a big piece of who I am, and I said, what can I do? And I started looking around at insurance. Think I could help people. I got involved with Aflac to begin with.
That's right, I remember you working for them.
And that went all right for a little while, but it wasn't my cup of tea, and I started doing some other insurance, life insurance and annuities with one company, and I realized I needed a specialty. That there are so many different insurance people that I needed to distinguish myself from others and find a way that I really could help people. And I found that Medicare was a very underserved market, and that people were very frustrated trying to figure out when they could sign up, what they should sign up for, what best suited their needs.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
So I decided to specialize in Medicare insurance. And I test every year. I take what's called the AHIP test, and then I test for each company I represent. Right now, for Medicare Advantage plans, I represent 10 companies that carry Medicare Advantage plans.
Wow.
And about the same number of companies that have Medigap or Medicare supplement plans, as well as, of course, drug plans.
Wow. So you have a quite array of options available to your clients. That's great.
That's why I chose to be an independent agent broker, so I am not just fitting my clients and prospects into one hole. I have many different options for them to choose from, so we can find what's best for their health situation, what doctors they go to, what medications they take, so we can find what works for them and their situation.
Great. Yeah. That's great. I mean, I've known you for 7 years.
Yeah, I think it's 7 years.
And so you've been in this business specifically working with the senior community and enrollees for
about 6 years.
6 years, okay. Can you share a success story of how you've helped some people that were kind of confused and not knowing what to do in terms of their enrollment? Sure.
There are a lot of people that I help, and most of it is just asking. I ask a lot of questions to find out what is of most importance to the prospect, to the person I'm talking to. Is it vision? Is it dental? Is it keeping a cardiologist? Is it keeping a primary care physician? What's the most important thing? And I recently met with a client who right now she has a supplement and a drug plan, but her adult children wanted her to stay with that. But she wanted to go to a Medicare Advantage plan because she would have no premium with the Medicare Advantage plan.
Would be cheaper. Yeah.
But one of the drawbacks is, with a Medicare Advantage plan, you have a network. And the Advantage plan she was looking at was an HMO, Health Maintenance Organization, which means you have to go to your medical group, to your primary care physician, who then sends you to specialists.
I see, yeah.
Well, she needs a number of different specialists. She has a primary care physician she likes. She has a cardiologist that she absolutely wants to keep. And they weren't in the same medical group.
Yeah. Okay.
So I worked with her children as well as with her. Her children wanted her to stay with the Medigap plan and the drug plan, but she was very concerned over the money. So I went and met with her, and I explained the differences. And when she realized that she could not go at her, to where she wanted to go when she wanted to go, that if she went to this HMO Medicare Advantage plan, she would have to go where they sent her, and it really wouldn't be her choice.
Yeah.
And so in meeting with her and explaining it to her, she decided to stay with a Medigap plan, a Medicare supplement, and a drug plan. But this year we have different drug plans that covered her drugs, and so we were able to find her a more cost-effective drug plan.
Oh, okay.
And I recently have been appointed with some new companies for Medicare supplements and Medigap plans, and I've been able to find some lower rates with these companies, and we're going to move her to a little bit more cost-effective Medigap plan.
Okay, so she kept the premium.
She kept the type of plan,
okay.
but we were able to, since it's her birthday month,
Yeah.
able to get her into a lower cost Medigap plan.
Excuse me, let me shut that off. Sorry.
It's okay. Get her into a lower cost Medigap plan without any underwriting, without looking back at her health history.
You're a problem solver.
So that's what I am.
You are. I've known you for doing that really well.
That's what I try to do.
Good. Well, let's kind of tie this up. So, we're right now we're a week before Thanksgiving, or a few days before Thanksgiving. I know the enrollment period is just about over. You said, correct?
Medicare plans. The enrollment is over December 7th. We had from October 15th till December 7th to change your Medicare Advantage plan or your Medicare drug plan. You can change your Medigap plan or your supplement without underwriting during your birthday month to go from the same level plan to the same level plan with another company. So right now, this year, it's December 7th. You could have a special election period. If you gained Medi-Cal, assistance for Medi-Cal or lost assistance for Medi-Cal, you would have a special election period throughout the year. You might have a special election period during the year if you were diagnosed with diabetes or with heart disease or a COPD. There's some special needs plans out there. You could have a special election period, so throughout the year you can change your plan. When you're turning 65, 3 months before your 65th birthday, the month of your 65th birthday, and 3 months after, you apply for Medicare, and you can apply for a Medicare Advantage plan during that time, or a Medigap plan and a drug plan. So those are some other periods that you have enrollment.
Got it. Okay. One quick question about the election. You were talking about this before. So we just had the presidential election a few weeks ago. And will that, because Trump may throw out Obamacare and all this stuff, just, quickly, bottom line, is there any reason for seniors to be fearful or, trepidatious about any of that, you think?
Well, with Medicare, there has to take an act of Congress to change it. There always are changes, little changes with it, but to abolish it, it will take an act of Congress. Okay. There are too many people that rely on the Medicare system. We've all paid into it. We've worked our lives paying into the system. And so we are able to take out of the system later when we turn 65. Or if we have certain disabilities, after having been on disability insurance for 2 years, we can get Medicare. And that's also because we've paid into it, so when we need it, we'll take out of it. So again, there are always little changes with Medicare every year. I've seen good changes, more additional benefits, lower costs. And I do not see Donald Trump as the executive officer of our country being able to just change it on his own. He'd have to have the Congress, the Senate help him.
Which isn't likely.
Which isn't likely.
Yeah.
For the Affordable Care Act, time will tell what's going to happen to it. Again, my gut is they're not going to just get rid of it. They will make some changes to it, and it will take Congress to make those changes. And there's so many people that have been able to get health insurance now because of the Affordable Care Act. I can't see them just doing away with it.
Okay.
But time will tell.
And you do Cover California as well?
Yes, I also am certified to help individuals with Cover California. For individual health insurance, open enrollment is right now. It started November 1st. For the first of the year, we have until December 15th to enroll. In both Cover California, on exchange they call that, or off exchange, not going through Cover California to get assistance. You can enroll in individual insurance. You also have from December 15th until January 31st to enroll for February 1st, 2017 for individual insurance.
I'm going to talk to you about that afterwards.
Sure.
Okay. And how is the best way for viewers to get a hold of you?
The best way is to give me a call at 818-468-4289 and leave a message. If I don't answer, I will call you back. Or my email address is Andea, A-N-D-E-A, at Andea, A-N-D-E-A, insuranceservices.com.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It was wonderful to see you again. And so we're going to tie this up now. This is Charley Egan of the Egan Group at Hall & Chambers Real Estate, concluding episode number 2 of my business referral networking interviews. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.